Day 2 Comics and Cards. Thank you for stopping by the channel and taking a look at this video. Today's video, we're talking about how to get your cards graded through PSA. So there's a number of ways that you can purchase cards. You can buy cards by picking up blaster boxes, right? So you can get boxes like this and pull the cards from here, from these. Or you can buy, sometimes you can find stores that will sell individual packs. Most times your sports card shops, you can buy individual packs of cards if you don't want to buy the box. Okay, so depending on what your budget will let you do, you can buy cards that way. Now let's say, for example, you buy a box of cards, you open a pack, and there's a card in there that you really like, and you want to send it off for grading. PSA grading, the reason why people send cards off for PSA grading is because they want to take the guesswork out of the condition of the card. And so a lot of times people will have cards graded because they want to either add it to their personal collection or they want to resell it. And so the process for sending your cards off for grading for PSA is really easy. You can do it in like 3 simple steps. Step number 1, when you pull a card that you like, you want to make sure that you have what is known as a grading sleeve, right? So you have a grading sleeve and a penny sleeve. So I always put the card inside of a penny sleeve, and then I insert both of those inside of the graded sleeve. So you can see here, this is a card that's already in a penny sleeve, right? So the penny sleeve is here. I insert the card in there. And then you want to make sure that you have what is known as a graded sleeve. Now, again, step 1, make sure that once you pull a card, you have a graded sleeve. And you put both of those items into the graded sleeve, okay? Step number 2, find a location that does PSA grading submissions. Now, you can do those online. You can call around to maybe one of your local sports cards, hobby shops, and see if they have a representative that will send them off for you. And most recently, GameStop. So GameStop has now offered that service where you can take your card into the GameStop and they will send off the PSA grading for you. Now, when you send it off to GameStop, you might want to allow for at least 2 weeks for GameStop to send the card to PSA. So it doesn't happen automatically. You don't go in with your card and then they automatically ship it the next day or the same day to PSA. It doesn't work that way. You send the card to them, they lock it up, lock and key, and maybe you probably will see them put it in a drawer in the front of the store, or maybe behind, in their office somewhere. But they lock them up until they have what is known as a bulk supply. Now, I don't know what that bulk number is, but they do what's known as a bulk submission. So generally, they'll wait until they have like a certain number of cards, and once they've reached that number of cards, they will submit them to PSA as a bulk. That's how they're able to reduce the cost for how much PSA would charge you to grade the card, because they're sending off a number of cards at the same time. Highly recommend that you try it out. Maybe start with 1 or 2 cards that you want to grade. Wait for it to come back. See what the grades are. Take note of the service. Were you happy with, the way they handled your cards when you submitted the cards? Were you okay with the turnaround time? So as I mentioned, you want to allow GameStop at least 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks to ship it to PSA. And then once PSA receives your cards, PSA will send you an email letting you know that they have received your cards. That's not saying that they're done and they're gonna ship them back to you. That's just giving you a reassurance that they have your cards. You don't have to worry about that. Now the process for grading will begin. So from the time you send it to GameStop, that's about 2 weeks. To the time PSA sends you an email, that could be about 3 weeks, maybe 4. There could be another 3 weeks to 4 weeks after you get your cards, right? So you're looking at about 2 months and a half, maybe, turnaround time for getting your cards back from PSA, all right? So step number 1, you want to make sure that you have your card penny sleeved in the grader. Step number 2, you want to find yourself a PSA grader, either at a local hobby shop, or you can try GameStop and their services. And then step number 3, you want to just continue to track your card, right? So look out for the emails from PSA, maybe on your, on the side, maybe track how many days it's been, and if you've heard anything or haven't, keep track of the process, how long it's been. And then take those things into consideration when you want to submit something to PSA again. Now, I'm going to show you 2 cards that I submitted to PSA. The process, I didn't use GameStop for these 2 because the service hadn't been available yet. But it took about, I would say, maybe 2.5, probably like close to 4 months to get these cards back. Might have been sooner, but I was in no hurry. So tip number 4, if you're sending something to PSA for grading, think about how fast you want it back. You might, if you want it, rapid, you'll pay a little more to get it expedited and sent to you. But if you're not in a hurry, no rush for the card, you can do bulk submission and then just kind of estimate it's going to take about 3, maybe 4 months to get it. A lot of people, in the hobby who are flipping cards, they don't want to wait that long because they want to get it sold quickly. So take that into consideration. Just be ready to pay a little more money up front so that you can get that card sent in and back within a number of, maybe, I think it's like maybe less than a month or a couple weeks. I'm generally in not a rush, so I'm okay with it being 2 or 3 months to get the card back. So 2 of the cards I want to show you that I just recently got back, probably a few weeks ago. All right, so this came back a Gem Mint 10. This is Jaden Reed 2023 Dodgers Optic for the Green Bay Packers. All right, pretty nice card. And I was checking to see, this is a rookie card. It's Optic, no signature or anything like that, but it's a pretty nice card. It's a white diamond card. So, and I don't believe it's numbered. I was checking to see if it's numbered, but yeah, I don't believe this one is numbered. But that one was sent through PSA. For this card, I went to my local hobby shop. It was through bulk submission. He gave me the option to get it back quickly or, have it, like a normal turnaround time. And I was completely fine with that. It came back safe, made it there safe. I trust the guy. So I was okay with, him, taking the time to submit it. And then here's another card I submitted. Now, this came back a Near Mint 7. Not a bad card. Let's turn it so you can see it. So that's Vladimir. And this is a patch card with an auto. And then you can see the information at the top. So came back a 7. I'm okay with the 7. It's going to go in my PC. But just wanted to bring that to you so you can actually see, the PSA slabs. And anyone can get cards get them graded, right? So you go from pulling a card, out of a pack or, a box. You can pull them out of a pack or a box, take them to your local hobby shop or GameStop and try it out, right? So if you're new to the hobby, you pull a nice card or you buy a nice card off of eBay, you don't want to do wax. These little packs are known as wax, right? So if you hear the term wax, that means you have a pack of cards and you're ripping the packs, right, to find what's inside the pack. And then once you have that 1 or 2 cards that you like, you'll send it off for PSA grading. Give GameStop a try. You won't know, about the experience unless you try it. Try it once, see how it works out. If it's for you, great. Maybe go back again. Their prices are affordable. Turnaround time, try it out, see if it's fast enough for you. If it's not fast enough for you, get the cards back. Go to your hobby shop, see if you can find them. See if you can find someone that can send them or submit them for you, or if you can submit them yourself. Maybe try that. So I hope this video has been helpful. I'll come back and do another video about PSA grading. Please leave some comments down in the comment section if you have experience with grading your cards, or you've tried the GameStop and PSA grading service. Leave some comments in the comment section. And thank you for watching the video. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, we would appreciate that you subscribe to our channel. Peace.